Hi, and welcome to Andover Trojan Video Network. I'm your host, Peyton Owen, and let's take a look at the top 4 stories of this week. Before we get started, I would like to say that I hope that everybody had a nice, restful winter break and that everybody's having a great start to the semester. Okay, on to the first story. We're going to take a look at Winter Homecoming, brought to you by the journalism classes. Our second story of the week is the presidential election done by me and Ashley Dorff. Hi, and welcome to Andover Trojan Video Network. Me and my partner, Ashley Dorff, finally got down to the nitty-gritty. That's right, I mean politics.
Well, I think it's a very critical election this year. This is no doubt about it. This is a crucial time in our country. We're at a crossroads to where the whole future of America is truly at stake, because as the world is threatened globally by a lot of different things, we certainly are facing an economic collapse.
Anybody would like to see from an administration, be it Republican or Democrat, would be authenticity, to be straightforward and honest with the American public, to lead in a way that tries to bring our country together, because we have so many diverse interests and at times opposing interest groups.
What I would really like to see from the administration is having the United States work as part of the global community instead of just us being on our own doing whatever we feel like. You know, I want to see us engage in things like the climate talks that are happening in Paris right now. I want to see recognition that the United States can't go it alone. That's not the global climate anymore. Would work for, in a spirit of collaboration, for those things, because increasingly international events define what's happening domestically, and so we can't just pretend like all we have to do is deal with our domestic policy, because that's not the way it works anymore.
All other than maybe the fact that Americans don't know how to react to the federal government anymore, whether to be embrace it and seek solutions from it, because at this point there's a visceral anger in the air, and there has been.
The government spends money at an alarming rate, increasing, and never addressing the deficit issue. It's going to hurt when we do. It doesn't matter who's the president. It's going to hurt the public. But we are going to have to address this, because The generation in high school right now and their children are going to be the ones that are going to be saddled with an incredible debt that is not being addressed by the current administration.
And a look at our third story of the week, winter practice, brought to you by ASN students.
Open up the champagne, pop. It's my house, come on, turn it up. Hear a knock on the door and the night begins. Cause we've done this before, so you come on in. Make yourself at my home, tell me where you been. Pour yourself something cold, baby, cheers to this. Sometimes you gotta stay in, and you know where I live. Yeah, you know what we is. Sometimes you gotta stay in.
It really helps you develop your physical and mental toughness, along with it making you work harder with everything you do.
I mean, we go through drills. He shows us what to do.
We do lots of individual work at practice, so we'll get lots of shots up, and that helps us individually. But at the same time, we spend so much time together during the year, every day after school for a couple hours, that we get to know each other pretty well, and it helps team chemistry, and you build friendships that you wouldn't otherwise.
There's no good memories.
I guess just the friendship, being with my teammates.
Probably anything that involves Big Will, because he's a funny dude.
Coach Feeney expects you to work hard, don't stop going, and push through the pain.
Coach Wilmot expects us to show up every day and not just be there because we have to, but actually make an attempt to get better. Our goal every day is to continually improve from practice to practice, and in doing that we have to go hard and go 100% at all times.
And for our final story of the week, let's take a lighthearted look at a theoretical battle between Mr. Hill and Mr. Hill.
I don't know if you guys knew this, but his wife needs to run.
Does that make you angry?
Extremely angry.
If you guys were to fight, who would win?
Who do you think?
You.
Yeah.
What?
Well, I just look better, period.
No.
Andy.
Oh.
I think Andy. Probably Justin.
I'm gonna take Andy.
Andy Hill. Cross country's not a tough sport.
What?
I gotta go with Andy Hill, Math Hill. Also, History Hill. I mean, he doesn't even look like he's old enough to go into the liquor store and buy alcohol. I mean, I have students like Big Will looks like he's older than History Hill.
What?
History Hill too. I think History Hill's in better shape.
So do you hate Justin now?
Yes. Andy, because we have more in common. I think Justin Hill. I like his style.
I'm afraid if I had to spend the rest of my life with Justin Hill, he would make me run. So I guess if push came to shove, I'm gonna go with Andy Hill.
Justin. Andy has kids. Probably Andy.
So Justin doesn't have any kids, so he doesn't really have experience watching kids. So probably Justin Hill.
And I'm asking about the Hill brothers?
Yes.
I don't really care about either one of them. They're equivalent to me. They're nothing, worthless.
What?
Thank you for tuning in to this week's newscast. Let's give a big thanks to ATVN, ASN, and other journalism students. Have a nice day.